Hey boys and girls, Curse creators monthly content. And today we will be covering the 100th video on the channel. Yay! So first I'm making myself small. I'm little Curse Creator Coon now. Wahoo! So I should probably talk about first why I've been gone for 2 weeks. Just get out of the way. I had midterms, so pardon me, no content unfortunately because of that. But this is how it is, honestly. The channel is in a place where I'm really, really surprised we gotten this far. Didn't expect this, honestly. 60 subs, pretty freaking cool. Um, and the 100 video, which is this one. Um, I want to briefly talk about the future. It'll be a lot of this video will be the future, and I'll briefly go upon the past. The first video and to now, and the journey of the channel. It's a fun thing. Sorry if I sound like a little bit off here. I am well, it's cold, and I hate being cold. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But first, some water. Mm, delicious. So let's talk about the future. So as you can tell on the channel, we've been mostly covering the usual stuff. Obviously, Mario Kart, visual novels, the media of XYZ year, art, and I've been doing my very recently, which I've been love doing these. It's my one and dones. These one and dones are so much fun. I get to put a lot more effort in my fault into them compared to the media videos because those go on for hours, or rather, just an hour, maybe two if I'm pushing it really. Um, and I've been really trying to cut those down a bit, so that's why I completely lessened how many movies I cover in a single sitting because it was just a lot, and I was getting really messed up with my voice. I could barely talk sometimes after some of them, and it got really bad, really fast. So that's why you see a lot less of that. Something else I am covering soon that I actually talked about it a few times already is that I'm moving the game content from the channel over to my other channel. It's Curse Creator Plays, or rather Curse Plays. I can't remember how I named it. You'll see though. Yeah, the channel's been verified. I can make videos over there now, and the plan is, to basically reiterate myself, just so you guys, remember, is I plan to do any game over there, and I'll be reviewing those games over here. So how I'm doing this is a little bit weird. Some games that if it takes a long time, I'll just live stream myself playing those over there. And for a more traditional let's play format, I'll just make for them all a playlist or something like that. I'll break apart the videos so you won't really notice much other than me not really giving much in the introduction basically. So you'll notice after I guess a week or two from now, maybe I'll make my first video over there, and you won't see any more Mario Kart videos over here because I really want to keep the game separate from my main content, and it'll allow things to be a bit better over here, a bit more organized. Because it feels a bit out of place to see all this movie art stuff, magazine stuff, and then you have Mario Kart. Is this fair? Hi, it's me, I'm Mario. Um, okay, never doing that again. I promise. um, that's just a plan there. Beyond that, so originally this video was not going to be this. It was going to be me covering either a Legend Lens or the video on Makoto Ito and his whole thing. But I just didn't have the time to do either. Both of them require well. I'm already done with the Makoto script. I just didn't really know how much time I had to do this. So yeah, I expect that to take a full half an hour or maybe a full hour for that whole video. That's a whole thing there, and I didn't know if I had the time or not. Um, so the Legend Lens thing is actually something that's very important to me because I put a lot of hours into researching these individuals and who they were, their whole life story, and getting all my references down, for you guys in the description so you guys can see my sources and stuff. It's very important to be accurate with that type of stuff, and sometimes I will paraphrase outright from a site, and that's just how it is. It's better to be accurate than completely unique, I suppose. um, that's the plan there. Honestly, a Legend Lens is happening. It'll be on. Well, I don't like to spoil this like kind of stuff, but it's gonna be about Pablo Picasso. If you guys don't know who that is, he is an artist. He's a painter. He did Cubism. He kind of like co-founded it basically. He's like he's like one of the most important artists of the 20th century, which is like super cool. So I don't like Cubism. I don't make that like a hidden thing at all on the art videos. Whenever I see Cubism, I don't really care for it. It never really appealed to me. But Picasso is a very important painter. He set a whole standard. He's great. That's gonna happen. That's a future endeavor. Well, a near future endeavor, obviously. I want to do it sometime within the next week or two, if possible. I'm not guaranteeing how this schedule is going to play out, by the way. This is not a guaranteed schedule. This is just me saying things, honestly, at this point. um, Beyond that, I intend to hopefully remain consistent with my schedule. A video every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And of course, on the gaming channel, you'll see either a video or a live stream at least on Saturday and Sunday. Um, like once or twice a week. Depends on the mood, honestly. Um, there's a lot of depending things on moods with me. Um, I don't want to overwork myself, so maybe sometimes I might skip like a whole week on a gaming channel if I don't like I feel up to it. Honestly, it takes like a lot of me like it takes a lot out of me already to do 3 videos a day, like each week on this channel. So just imagine Saturday and Sunday, which is like it's like my off days. It's a little bit different though when it comes to those days, like with like a Saturday and a Sunday because I'm doing something that I enjoy. I love gaming, and introducing recording to it. I'm hopeful it won't be a drag. It will be something that's fun and natural, and I can just go with the flow. And that's the real hope there, honestly. Um, so let us go quickly. Well, not too quickly, obviously. Go down a bit, and I want to discuss my first ever video. Um, this is a video I did with Ados, obviously. He is no longer on the channel. Duh. Every video you've seen for like the last oh wow, I can't actually remember. It was such a while ago. So we this is not something I really want to dive into because it's the big 100, but he was part of a channel's history. It's important to talk to mention him to talk about him. So the video that I last remember doing with him was around like 1930 something, and let me go down a bit. I believe our last video together was in this lineup. I think 1936 was one of the last videos we did together. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Let's see here. Can't remember. Don't care enough to really try and figure it out, though, of course. But just know it was around like 6 months ago. Around 6 months ago, that's when we had a falling out. And I actually remember this because it was just like 3 or 4 days before my damn birthday when it happened. And I was really irritated by that because I'm like, man, you could have waited until after my birthday to try and blow up our whole thing. It would have been more polite because then you kind of ruined my whole mood for my birthday. It wasn't that bad though. I really enjoyed the day. My friends cheered me up. It was really joyous. It was really chill. It's all water under the bridge, obviously. He's doing his own thing. I'm not actually sure like what the hell he's doing. I've not talked to him in like 6 months, obviously. Um, but yeah, the original goal of this channel was literally me helping him with his stuff. So he came to me with the idea of doing this so we can cover the history of movies and music. That was the original goal. That was the original intent. And I was like, hey, well, this is like infinite content. We can do so much with this entire channel. So that expanded from us doing the movies and the music to also covering magazines. And the magazine stuff was really fun and cool. And we went beyond that to include art, and I am now including TV shows because why not? That's a part of media too. TV is a very important part of it, And very soon we'll be covering the first ever TV shows. That'll be a very fun time. Speaking of TV shows, I'm actually currently sitting through an entire series called King. It is a children's TV show from Canada. It was a lost media up until recently, which is really amazing. It has like around like 52 episodes, I think, around that, and it's been quite fun. It's a lot more deep than I thought it would be. It's like a lot of politics and stuff going on. um, there's actually where I can actually like segue into why the whole Fallout stuff happened between me and Oz. Politics was a part of it. He did not like my politics because I'm more of a center right individual. He did not like that. Um, and he was kind of slandering me, and I didn't like that like at at all. It's not something that I really want to get into, so I'm probably gonna drop it pretty soon. But basically, he slandered my name, and I did not like that. It did not spill into the actual channel. It didn't spill into any damn thing beyond that, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. I will say this. Thank you, Oz. Without you, I would not have gotten into this as deep as I have, or rather, at all. Because if it wasn't for him saying, "Hey, we should do this," I was just trying to help out a buddy. That was my thing. I'm like, you know what? Sure, we can do this together. It was a fun little thing, and now I'm keeping up with it. Um, it's been a journey because like the original so you'll actually notice this channel was made um a good while ago. Check on the well actually why am I checking? I can just check here. It was made back in 2021. That was over 5 years ago. And the most recent video, rather not recent, like the earliest video was made like a year ago. So as you can tell, this channel was made long in advance. And so, like, why was this made, and what was it made for, Curse Creator? Well, it was made for me to cover, visual novels. That is something you'll notice, like, hey, why are visual novels of all this other stuff? I mean, it fits, like the brand, honestly. I mean, and obviously because visual novels are a big part of the Japanese, like media, their whole medium and stuff. Their niche. And I said to myself, hey, let us do that because that's my original intent. That's my original goal. And so beyond that, I also intended to cover, well, the Internet Archive. I want to explore all that stuff. That was my intent with that. And you'll notice that's also a part of a channel with, my retro, like the, okay, pardon me, but I forget my own series names when I've been gone for a while. It is my retro web. It is actually a play on words of Adaz's series that he did on a whole other channel called Retro Room. I'm like, you know what? Gonna be fucking fun. So I just utilized retro web because it sounded cool, and also it is from a period of time in the internet where it is now considered retro. um, I do intend to cover the TV show called Sliders, by the way. That's still happening. One guy really liked the video, and I was really happy about that because I love Sliders, and Sliders is great. Hold on, let me take a little quick sip of water. So something I forgot because with this video I'm doing right now, I have the background on, so you guys can actually see the YouTube page. But for me, I'm staring at my screen where so you'll notice that on my character model, right now I'm staring straight, but I will immediately turn this way because that is where I have on my other monitor where the character model is. I've been just watching it bob around. It's really amusing. um so, what is next for the visual novel stuff on the channel? Well, I actually made a post a while back about that, and you'll notice over here. Let's go over here. The person who made a vote, and I don't know if YouTube is messing up about this, but all the games you see here, I'll be covering them. So I already did a Raging Loop. So next up, I intend to either do Missing Time or Ace Academy. The only reason why I'm not doing 999 off the bat is because that is a very long game, lots of puzzles, lots of mini games going on there, and I don't have the time. The other game, Missing Time. Uh, I just don't have the time for it. But these games I do because they're relatively like not short, but they're a lot more amusing to me, and I can like get done with these two relatively quickly, um, give or take. And I already played through Missing Time like last year. The only thing I've not done yet is played through the bonus route. Is if you buy it on Steam, you can get a whole bonus route with a character named Samir, I believe. I can't remember her actual name. I'm just guessing her name. um, yeah, this video is like kind of like all over the place with like how I'm handling this, and I apologize for that. But this is me off the cuff doing whatever the fuck I want, and that is just how I like to do things. It's a lot more amusing that way, isn't it? So what's next beyond that for the the typical content that you see on the channel? I like how I thought like I literally mentioned that I intend to cover and like talk about the first video on a channel, and I immediately stayed away from that. So you know what? Let's be on point here. Let's quickly just gander the video, and I had to check and make sure you guys can actually hear the Oh, it's my turn this on. Let me turn it down a bit. Let me hear myself talk.
So for me, when I was exploring, the internet,
Skip ahead a bit here.
I love exploring. 240. But you see, where I grew up, there was a train track, and it was connected to a thing called the B&O Railroad. Mind you, it's one of the most it was one of the most important railways in the entire country, or at least in the East Coast. Um, it was such an interesting railroad and had tons of different trains.
Okay, I'm being autistic. Yeah, yeah. So in some of the first videos that we did together, me and Oz, basically, I really autistic out on trains. I would bust out facts. I would let's go on a whole like spiel on trains. I love trains. um, that was a whole thing. And when we made this video, we didn't expect to like really do any damn thing. It was like our first video. It got around like 90 views in its debut, I believe, around that. And every time like our videos like did even like remotely good to us. So it wasn't like thousands of views. It was like, oh shit, hey, Cursed, we got like 80 views. That's freaking huge to us. It really was. And to me, that's still huge. When I see a video get like 100 views, I'm so happy. I see a video get like 5 views, I'm still happy. I'm just, happy that anyone saw it at all. That's like my whole thing there. Um Going on to the actual channel itself, you'll notice that my videos they've been doing really good, and like I'm really proud of these videos. 5 views, that's freaking good. 221, that's really freaking good. 7 views, that's awesome. 24, 14, 40, 184. That is great. That's consistent to me. I love it when they do good. Like that's just great, and I'm so appreciative of that. That people want to sit around and to listen to my self stutter my way forward. You'll notice I actually haven't been like doing that much in this video because it's like off the cuff. I'm not reading a script or any damn thing. It's really me. It's really me genuine, basically. Something that I do want to I suppose talk about just briefly. It's on a topic because a friend did actually ask me a few weeks ago if they could come onto the channel. I don't know how I feel about ever letting another person on a channel ever again to be a person, that's like a co-host or a guest or something like that. I just I the experience I had oh like the first time it didn't end good, and that made me sad. I don't want to do that again. So the answer is like no, not indefinitely. Maybe I'll change my mind one day, or maybe I won't. So that's like on this channel, mind you. On this channel, yeah, no. But on a gaming channel, oh yeah, sure. Me and the boys can play on there. Totally, I'm totally down for games that have like a co-op or a multiplayer, and just playing with the boys. It'll be a fun time. Just not on here. Sorry if that got anybody's hopes up there. Um, Maybe I'll change my mind one day, or maybe I won't. Really, really depends. I One thing like I do want to do is start like dual streaming. Stream on YouTube and stream on Twitch, but it's a lot of work, and I don't understand it. I've tried multiple times. I just don't understand it, man. And I'm not wasting my time anymore with it. So YouTube is like gonna be like my whole main thing. If you're a real OG though, you saw the Curse Creator Twitch stuff. That was a thing. We did that, guys. We did that. um, I feel like I'm really dragging it on, I suppose here. But something I did notice, before we get off to end the video, I suppose, is to talk about the most recent not recent. This video is older now, like freaking 4 months ago. Seeing a video get almost 20,000 damn views is really insane. Really freaking insane. So you'll notice that the three videos here, it is the media of 1938, 37, and 39 in that order. These are videos that I did alone, and I never envisioned myself doing so good by myself. Because when it was me and Oz, that like it was our journey, our whole thing there, and I never really saw this going too deep without him on here, to really grease the wheels and like push it forward. Because I am more than willing to like disappear for like a long period of time to like not do any damn thing. But to see that like people really do care about this, it really makes me happy. Like and one sec, I'm getting a little emotional here. So I really appreciate you all. The people that subscribe, the people that like view, uh, thank you, thank you so much. This is a little quick thing before I leave. I have realized that most of the viewers who actually do watch me are not from America or North America or even Europe. Most of my viewers are from India and like Southeast Asia, which is really freaking funny to me. I'm like, why? I don't speak Hindi or Bengali or Pakistani or anything like that. Or I suppose not is like does that region count as Southeast Asia? Or is that like like the Indian subcontinent? Uh, I forgot my geography. Leave me alone. um, but no matter where you're from, I still appreciate you. You like your viewership. There is actually one person that views me from North Korea too, which is really baller. Shout out to my boy. Our girl. It could be Kim Jong Un's sister or our daughter. That could be baller. But that's all I really want to talk about. Is this the big 100? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys with the 101st. Peace.